flower show process to me is like building out of a box. You're bringing it all in a box, and you're starting with a concrete floor, and when all is said and done, you're creating this this wondrous little space. And I think the reason why I do it is it's a challenge to get it all right, and to get the forcing right, to get the materials so that they're on time, the crew's in place, do you have the right tools, is the machinery going to work right? This particular garden, we had 7 machines here, 5 miscellaneous either track or wheel loaders and 2 excavators. So, at any given point in time, there were 4 to 5 machines running while we were doing this, so that the machinery played no small part in this in the role of building this garden. It helps me with my design work in the real world. People don't want to pay what they would have to pay if you did this garden and brought in these 16-foot trees and the 12-foot katsuras and the $300 a piece geraniums and all that stuff. It's over the top. Most of it you get to bring back. 98% of it will live again in another person's garden. So it's not like you're throwing everything away when you're done, and you get a chance to show some really nice things that in many cases people don't get a chance to see. The challenges were keeping up with the workforce that I had amassed, and David, David's people also, just the two of us just keeping ahead of the curve, and yet keeping the art of it right, keeping the production on schedule, because we only had 4 days to do this, and we did it in essentially 3.5, and then the designers walked in. And so as they were finishing, we were picking up after them, and then the lighting people came in, and then after the lighting people came in, I had people back here painting the boardwalk. They were here till 2:30, 3 o'clock that morning, just making sure that the boardwalk presented itself well. So just organizationally, there was a lot on my plate, and David's as well. I've got a lot of machinery. I have 10 machines, ranging from 36 inches all the way to 8 feet across, and I can lift anywhere from 600 pounds to 11,000 pounds, pretty much anywhere we need to go. And that really applies itself to a lot of scenarios in the landscape world nowadays. I collect plant material to use on my job sites, and the reason why I do that is because I'm able to find things that aren't so ordinary, or things that are in extraordinary shape, or things that are just out of the box different, which if I work on different sites for people, I'm able to offer that to them. Not to say that nurseries don't have all this stuff, but if something really nice comes into a nursery, it's usually snatched up and gone, and that's the end of it. And then you're stuck with the same old stuff everybody else has. I've done quite a bit of xeriscaping for both private residences and commercial, as well as the municipal applications that I've worked on. And I know from my own standpoint, I have a xeriscape in my own garden that I used beach grass and ornamental grasses and perennials. So I tried that, and then I've got some other locations, commercial locations. One bobcat dealer and a car dealer, for instance, they just kind of let me go to town with it. And from what I understand, the corporate Toyota people love it. I know Bobcat loves it because I've got a lot of commentary out of that. The interesting thing about it is, especially at Toyota, we were able to eliminate several zones of irrigation because it all used to be turf. And so, they're saving a huge amount of water. It's basically money in their pocket, and it also speaks well for our environment. So I think they're doing the right thing. My goal with this business and the gardens that I build for people, because I take them personally, is to meet or exceed my customers' expectations. And whether I do that with the interesting plants or the grade changes that we do, or I make them beautiful walkways or patios with interesting sweeps of curves and inlaid plants and that sort of thing, or just very simple moving a tree from point A to point B and just changing the look of what they have already. That's important to me. That's one of the most important things to me, is making sure that the people are happy with me.